Welcome back, guys, for more Space Engineers. What are we going to do in this episode? In this episode, we are going to be extending the drilling. This chamber is getting bigger. And we're going to be getting the refinery system working, because we're going to be getting a ton of resources from the drilling. We want to process all of that, and it's going to be processed in here. Now, I've done an absolute ton of work. Like, I've actually spent, like, way too much time on the refinery making it look good. Do you know what it reminds me of with the sparks flying out? Peaky Blinders. Anybody who's seen Peaky Blinders will go, oh, yeah. Right, let's have the 5-cent tour. So, let's do it on foot, shall we? And I'll show you what I've been doing. Seriously, I don't actually have that much time to record the episode because I've spent so much time dressing this up. And there's still stuff that I could do. Right, so here's our little entranceway. So basically, these grey lines are like walkways, right? So we come down here. Here's our restricted area. Hazardous environment. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you come down here. And then this is the control desk. This is a fully automated facility. There shouldn't really be any need for anybody to go into here, but there is access if it's absolutely needed for maintenance or whatever. So we could jump into the chair and we could drive it all from here. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I will say the sparks, when you load the game, they're all synced up. All of these exhausts are synced up, so they all fire at exactly the same time. Now I've got around that by just literally turning them all on and off individually so that they're out of sync, and it looks great when they're out of sync. But I'm going to have to automate that, and there isn't anything in the actual exhaust itself to be able to do an offset like with lights. But I'll figure that out. So we come down here. We have got these little access areas so that we can come around here, go along these catwalks to access the refineries. I've decided to make the refineries yellow. It's a good industrial colour, and I think it works well. I like that the all of these cargo containers are this dark blue. It creates a nice contrast. It makes the refinery stand out. So we can go along here. Oh, I should show you the pipework, shouldn't I? Yeah. Okay, so the pipework, this is important. So we've got this sorter here. This is our in sorter. That is going to drain all ore into the pipe system here, right? Now, what I was going to do was I was going to have this pipe going over to these containers and storing all the ore in there. And then that would feed into the refiners, and then the refiners would feed out in a separate network to these containers to store the ingots. And then I realized there's no point. There's absolutely no point. The ore and the ingots can be mixed because one just gets turned into the other. So the way it works now is that this pipe comes in, goes, if I can find it, goes down here. You'll see that it's connected to the outpipe. Comes in, goes down here, goes along here, and it goes underneath these containers, right? And it's connected into the bottom of each one, and then they're daisy chained together. Then this one is connected across here into this first refinery. Let's go back up to the catwalk and continue the tour. If I can actually get back onto the catwalk. Here we go. Excellent. Okay, so we walk down the catwalk. And you can see that there's, well, it's actually kind of hard to see. Well, you can see it. There's the conveyor connecting them together. We'll take a look when we get down onto the ground floor, and you can walk along here. And you've got these exhausts arcing between each other. Freaking love that. I might even pair them up so that they both trigger at the same time, because it looks like it's arcing between the two of them. Just blooming awesome, this place. Somebody said in the comments it's got Terminator vibes. Yeah, absolutely Terminator vibes. Okay, then, yeah, this is the end of the room. So let's go down. Go down here. Go down here. And we're down to the ground floor. So we've got proper access to everything. I mean, everything kind of works. It's very cool. I decided to leave this wall bare and the ceiling, because I think it gives us the nice underground feeling. Like we can actually tell that we are in an underground base. And it's also got that kind of industrial, unfinished kind of feel to it, which I'm kind of loving. And then we can go around the back. Now, all the action is in this center kind of corridor, passageway thing between the refineries. Round here, this is pretty much maintenance only. They've got little access ways where they can monitor the pipe work and stuff. But yeah, that's basically it. And we've got some nice variation in the walls at this end to create a little bit of interest. I've left little bits of rock sticking out where I can. But just generally speaking, loving it. Absolutely loving it. I love this ductwork on the ceiling. And I've deliberately left the lighting at a relatively low level so that the arcing like has a real impact. So when you get those flashes of light and it reflects off the different surfaces. And I think it's very effective. To create a sense of motion in the place, I've put some little revolving lights up here. There are 6 of them. They're only fairly weak, but they do the job. And as soon as I mention it, you're probably like, oh yeah, now I can see the lights just like flickering around. Yeah. Whereas before you're like, yeah. There's just that sense of movement. All right, that's the tour over with. Right, now we need to get on with making everything work. First thing is power. We've got 12 refineries in here. They are going to need a lot of power if they're all operating. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is go outside and build a whole load of wind turbines. Oh, it's dark outside. It's funny, when you're in the base, you just lose all sense of time. It's like, no idea what's going on outside. Okay. So we've got 10 wind turbines out here. That is not going to be anything close to enough. Now, I'm going to just throw these in because there's no point, because this is all going to be temporary, because eventually the wind turbines are going to be moved up to the surface on top of the cliff. Either that, or they may end up getting hidden inside the mountain, and a hidden inside the mountain wind farm. That would be that'd be kind of cool, because it would just get rid of them, because they're a bit of an eyesore, let's be honest. Okay, shut up, Sky. Build a lot of wind turbines. This is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to remove this one on the end, and then we're going to extend this out. So we need to come out 2 for clearance of this, and then we're going to add 2, and then we're going to come out on each side. Now, I'm sure there'll be people out there saying, oh no, you're gonna have the wind turbines too close together. No, apparently you can have like 2 rows of them like this. This is like the optimal setup, is to have 2 rows of them. And then you want a gap of at least 8 blocks to the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm going to come up 10. Yeah, let's come up 10 and then we'll come out. Now, even if they're not operating at absolute peak efficiency, it doesn't really matter. As long as we've got enough power, who cares? So, yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. There's going to be a lot of them, so I'm going to do it. Okay, this is going well. I've added that side. I'm doing this side, but like this is an insight into the brain, the twisted brain of Sky. Even though this is completely temporary and it doesn't matter, this thing like that, it messes with my brain. So I think that we need to run this back and just have it buried into the cliff like that, so that it looks stable. It looks a million times better. I'm very glad that I did that. I'll be able to sleep at night now. I just could not have left it the way it was. And we'll bring it back on this side as well, just so that it looks like it's secured into the cliff. Oh, hell yeah. You know what? I mean, I said it's an eyesore, but it's actually not that bad. I could actually live with it. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe it'll end up staying, like this part will end up staying here as like a remnant. Bit of history. How about you shut up, Sky? You've got a lot of building to do. Get these damn things done. Yeah, you've got a point. They're always a bit of a struggle to get these wind turbines in, although I think I'm getting better at it, slowly but surely. Right, I'll shut up and get on with it. Okay, I just stopped in my tracks. I was just collecting some more materials, and it's just like, how can you not stop and look at that? Wow, that's beautiful. The more of this that I build, the more I'm thinking, could I actually make this good enough to leave it here? Because I'm kind of starting to like it. Normally I hate wind turbines, but this is actually turning out pretty nice. So yeah, I'm thinking yellow blades, bit of like red beams with like white stripes on or something. Could that look good? Should we give it a try? Go on. Like, what the hell? Let's give it a try. Last one going in. Okay, that's all of those done. So how would we do this? I'm thinking this would be like welded up to be like a proper structure. Let's bring this out a little bit. I think the cross beam should just stay as unfinished. Just a bit of metal work. But this should definitely come out. Now the question is, like, how far out do we go? Maybe we leave like a bit unfinished at the end. So let's do that. Let me do that on each of them and do a bit of colouring work, and we'll see what it looks like. You know, I was thinking that I'd have these red with some white stripes, but I'm actually thinking now that maybe it should be white with some red stripes. I wonder how that would look. Only one way to find out. So let's come in. So if we did 2 and 2, yeah, that might work. So 2 and 2. So 2 and 2. How does that look? Yeah, that's not too bad. That's something I think I could live with. All right, let's come over and do this one. 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. You know what? I don't think that actually looks too bad at all. Yeah, I still want to do a lot of work on the outside of the base. I've got ideas for what I want to do out here. But I'm thinking that this or some version of this might end up making it into the final design. That is not unpleasant to look at. Yeah, that makes me want to spend more time outside. Okay, awesome. Right, now let's get inside. Okay, let's see if we can make this work. The way that the conveyor system in the base is going to work is basically we're going to have a ring main. So there's going to be a central ring main, and then there's going to be subsystems coming off that, if I can get out of here. So one of the subsystems is going to be the refinery. So we're going to have ore going in and ingots coming out. And then there's going to be like there's going to be the central storage, which is where all the components will be stored. And there's going to be the hydrogen and oxygen generating system, and the assembler, which is going to be taking the ingots off the ring main and then putting back on the components. So that's the idea. If we come over here, and I've got to say, I'm very pleased with how I've kind of configured this, because everything is pretty easy access. So this is the in, and if we go into here, it should actually be named. Yes, RR, this is the refinery room, conveyor sorter in. Whew, right, let's configure it. This is going to be whitelisted, and now I don't want ice going into here, and unfortunately ice is included under ore, so we are going to have to do these individually. So I've now got to go through and try and spot all of the ores and add them individually, which is a bit of a pain, but you know, it is what it is. So let me get it done. Okay, I think I've got them all. Cobalt, gold. I'm going to pull gravel into here. We'll talk about gravel later. Iron, magnesium, nickel, silver, silicon, platinum, stone, of course, and uranium. Okay, cool. But initially, I want to pull everything that's currently in our system in terms of ingots into this room. So I'm going to set it up for ingots as well. Add that. Cool. Yeah, ingots is in. And then what we're going to do is set it to drain all, to try and pull everything in. Now, if that works, what we should see is all of the ingots in the ore containers. Now, I've set up a naming system for these. These are CCO, so O for ore. So we can see that in our CCOs, and I've numbered them like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 30, because we've got 30 of these damn things. What we should see is ore and ingots. So, yeah, we've got the gravel in here. We've got stone in here. We've got what else in here? And the answer is nothing. Okay, so it hasn't pulled all of the ingots in there. Because if we look at CCB, right? Yeah, we've got all of these ingots here. Now, why hasn't that pulled that in? Let me see if I can figure out what's gone wrong. Now, I'm hoping that it's as simple as configuring the out sorter. So if we go over here, this is the out sorter. Now, if at the moment, if it was to pull stuff in, it can come straight back out. So if I turn this to whitelist, so that stuff, and then don't add anything, so nothing can come out, I wonder if that will fix the problem. And the answer is yes. Look, our ingots are being pulled in. Oh, excellent. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait until all the ingots have been pulled in, and then we'll configure this out sorter to allow those ingots to be pulled out. Well, it's taken all the iron. It's now working on the nickel, and it's taking about 10,000 at a time. So yeah, I mean, it's not going to take all that long to get through all of this. And then it's going to be so tidy. All of our ores, all of our ingots, safely in the refinery room. Okay, it's all finished. So we've got our stone here. We've got all of our ingots down here and our gravel. We have got plenty of space to store stuff. And then over here, so this is our CCO for the ores and ingots. And then CCB, so this is going to be our component storage. And we've got all of our components and random garbage in there. And we've got a fair amount of storage for components. And then we've got the old refineries. Now, let's have a look at the refineries. So we've got all of our industrial refineries. And then I think they're at the bottom. I don't know, wherever they are. But we've got these two, which are outside, that we don't need anymore. So let's go rip them out. Well, I've been looking forward to doing this ever since I put the damn things in, because they're not in a very convenient place. So, oh, I've got my inventory's full, so I'm gonna have to shuffle this stuff around now, and it's gone. Woohoo! And now our hangar door is actually free and clear. Well, that's a big step forward. Okay, with that all sorted out, we can now do the last step, which is to go to our out sorter. And we want to whitelist the ingots. So the only thing that can get out is the ingots. So now all of our ore will get pulled in and be trapped in here. Oh no. I said that's the last thing. It's not the last thing, because we need to go into the in sorter and take the ingots out. There we go. Okay, now we're done. Okay. Next step is to see if the refineries actually work, because currently you can see they're red. They're all turned off. So this is the proof of the pudding. What do I want? I want refineries. So all the refineries, and we want to turn them on. Okay. Now, if we go to our inventory and look at the refineries, we'll see if they're actually doing anything. And yes, stone. Yeah, look at this. They're all working. Okay, that's good. But do we have enough power? Well, if we go to our control panel and check on our batteries, are our batteries charging? And our batteries are fully charged. And they're not draining. So that means we do have enough power to run everything. Oh my goodness. Guys, we have a working refinery. I just thought it might be fun to have a look at the ore containers and see how fast are we processing this stone. and we can put it all into one part. So we've got 653,000 stone. Oh, good. Look at it. So the refineries will pull about like 10k into them every now and then. So we just went from like 600 odd down to 557. Okay, it's working. We are going to be producing a lot of gravel, so I'm going to have to deal with that at some point. I wanted to save a certain amount, but not too much. But the thing is, like right now, it's not really an issue because we've got so much storage. It's going to take quite a while before we get clogged up with gravel. How much gravel have we got right now? We've got like 440k of gravel. Yeah, not a problem yet. Okay, now we can focus on the drilling. Okay, just before we start on the drilling, do you want to see something cool? Let me show you something cool. Oh yeah, spectator cam. And we can actually see how the base is buried inside the mountain. And it's looking very, very cool. I love this view of the refinery. That is super cool. All right, enough cooing, right? Let's get on with the drilling. So, what are we going to do here? Well, we need to come out a little bit further with the drills. And when I say a little bit further, we need to come out about, I don't know, 3 blocks, maybe a tiny bit more. What I'm waiting for is for this drill to get round here because I want to see like how far out this comes and how much further it's got to go. So if we look at the tip of the drills, the tip of the drills is coming to there. Okay, so that's as far as it goes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we want to come about another 10 meters. Ish, kind of, sort of. Yeah, means I've got to replace all the drills. Okay, well, it's got to be done. Turn off the pistons, turn off the rotor, turn off the drills. Okay, everything is off. And the rotor is going to slowly come to a halt. And while it's doing that, I'm going to very quickly check again that I haven't screwed this up. So, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, I'm down to the bare bones, just a single hydrogen bottle. Okay, cool. Good job. Well done. Right, let's see. How much of this stuff can I hold? So, that's 1 drill. 2 drills. Inventory. And, yeah. Not even 3 drills. So, yeah, I'm going to have to faff around, taking them apart, storing the stuff. Let me just get everything removed and stowed. Last drill comes off. Hooray! Okay, awesome. We've removed all of the drills. What we need to do now is extend this. Now, I could put on another piston, but there's no point. Because we've already got pistons there, we only need to come out an extra 10 meters. So we could do this with 1 piston. So what I'm going to do is just put some conveyor sorters on to extend them. Did I say conveyor sorters? I meant conveyor junctions. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, go in. That extends us our 10 meters. And then all I've got to do is just put the drills back on. Okay, so drill goes on there. Does that look right? You know what? Just put it in. Yeah. That looks perfect. All right, cool. So all I've got to do now is put all of these conveyor junctions and drills back on and get them built. Last 2 drills. That one. And yes. Okay. Right. It's all built. Now I've just got to make it work without destroying it. Yeah, let's see how that goes. So, what do I want to do? I want to go to the pistons, maximum distance. Let's take them out to maximum distance, like 6. I think I saw them move. Okay, good. Velocity. Okay, so velocity is going to come down to 0.001. So let's turn on. You know what? Why don't you actually check the drill position before you do anything stupid? Okay, that looks like it's slap bang against that. Okay, no, that's not right. That's definitely not right. We need to come back. Yeah, probably a meter. Okay. You know, you gotta figure these things out. Badly, in my case. So let's try a maximum distance of 5 meters. So we'll reverse the drills and then reverse them again. So they should come out to 5 meters now. and we'll see how that distance is. But I just want to check that they're all set correctly. Yeah, looks like they are all at 5 meters. Yes, okay, good. Oh man, this is so stressful. Okay, that looks about right. Okay, good. I think we can actually start to get things going a little bit. So what I want to turn the rotor on. Now the rotor, let me just check, because I've got the rotors, I think, set to like half a rotation per minute. Rotor. Advanced rotor. I've got it set to, yeah, half. I'm going to take that up to 1. I actually had somebody in the comments telling me that I should slow the rotations. Because they were like, oh, you need to go slower with the drill. Otherwise, you know, the pistons are going to crash into... No, it's the opposite. You want the pistons moving out very slowly. You want the rotation happening fairly quickly. I mean, not ridiculously quickly, but a reasonable speed. Because it's the time that it takes for the drills to get from... So this drill arm, right? This drill arm passes this bit. It's the time that it takes for the next drill to get to this point, because the pistons are moving out, and if the pistons are either moving out too quickly or this is moving too slowly, then you'll smack into the wall. So yeah, so I think we can safely turn on the rotor. There we go. Turn the drills on. Boom, that's the drills on. Now I just need to set the piston speed. Pistons. Okay, so what speed are we going to have? We're going to have a speed of 0.001. Okay. And they are going. They are working. Woohoo! Now, I've still got my maximum distance set, so they should just be like close to it, but not doing much. Hopefully, he says. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look at our maximum distance now. So, maximum distance on the pistons. We can actually start getting this to move forward. I'm so excited. I'm also very, very nervous. So my velocity's fine. Maximum distance is apparently fine. Let's check the individual pistons. So yeah, they're all at that 5 meter point. Okay. So, right, well, let's start extending them. So pistons, maximum distance that they can extend to, we'll bump that up to, what, 5.5? 5.5. Okay. Now, I'm just waiting for the mighty clang to show up. But no, actually, I think this is going to be, okay. Okay. So, seems to be fine. The next drill comes around. And there it goes. All right. I mean, looks to be working. Looks to be fine. And are we getting stone coming in? Now, it may be that the stone is not coming in fast enough to overwhelm our refineries. So let's have a look at our refineries. So our refineries are all well, yeah, see the stone coming in, but our refineries are immediately processing it. Yeah, there's a couple of them working. There's a third one working. I mean, we have got 12. Okay, so our refineries are coping like really easily with this. It does make you wonder if I can't speed up the movement a little bit and get more stone coming in. Let's increase that to 0.00. Well, let's double it and see if that's okay. I mean, I'm thinking we could actually go like a bit faster with this, like a fair bit faster, but we'll see. Okay. That's doing nicely. No problems, no clangs. It's all good. Well, we've still only got 3 refineries working. Okay, fine. Well, let's keep speeding it up, shall we? Let's go up to a maximum distance of 6. And we'll increase our velocity to, what? 0.004? Maybe 0.005. Try it. Go. Go. See what happens. What's the worst that could possibly happen? The entire thing goes boom. But that'd be fun. You'd love it if that happened. Here we go. So the drill comes around, and how close are we? Oh, it's definitely a lot closer to the face now, isn't it? When it arrives. See the next one come in. Are you going to be fine? I mean, he is, obviously. Okay, now that should definitely be taking more, shouldn't it? You'd think, right? So let's have a little look. What am I? I'm looking at the refineries, aren't I? Yeah, refineries. Oh, here we go. Now we're getting some. So we've got stone in there. We've got stone in this one. Oh, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All of them. All 12 are full of stone. Now that means that there might be some in storage. Let's have a look. Are we seeing anything in storage? And the answer is no. So the refineries are just... Oh, we had a little bit coming in. Little bit coming in. So the refineries have reached their limit. And we're starting to actually store a little bit of stone. Oh, the refineries are pretty much on it. I got to say, I'm very, very impressed with the refineries. Let's take a look at our distances on the pistons to make sure that... because there's no reason that we shouldn't just set the maximum distance and let it carry on now. So, what am I looking for? Pistons. Oh, yeah, I remember what we're doing. Let's see. So, maximum distance was set to 6. We're at 6. Oh, good. Man, this is chewing through this fast. Okay, fine. So, we can go... so, let's set it to 8. 8, is that okay? Yeah, I think so. 8. Boom. So that's coming out another 2 meters. In fact, I mean, we should be able to go to 10, but I want to be a little bit careful. Let's just check on these drills again. Oh, I feel like I'm hearing clanging. Okay, that was fine. Let's check how it is when it gets to the next one. And... Oh, that's a bit tight. Yeah. Okay, we want to slow those drills, those pistons down a touch. What was I at? I think I was at 0.05. Let's slow them down a little bit. Pistons. Yeah, clanging. There's definite clanging. Velocity. Let's slow that down to 3. Okay. Whew. Well, nothing actually broke. We did have some clanging, but it didn't actually break. I'm wondering if I should actually slow that down again. Bring it down to like 2. It did seem to be doing fine, but wow, that was too much. Way too much. Okay, that's fine again now. All right, well, we'll leave it at that then. Yeah, so maybe I just let this run until we get out to max. And see how this is going. Oh, I tell you what, let's have a look at the outside view. Now, there was a little imperfection. There was a little bulge out on that side, and that's gone now. So, yeah, we now have a perfectly round room. How close are we now? So, we're up to there. So, we've still got about 2.5 to go. So probably about 2, because I probably want to come to about there. Is about where I think I want to come to. Okay, so that is at full extension now. We're at 10 meters. But you can see that the edges of the circle, it's still taking off little bits here and there. And it's not completely smooth. So now I'm just going to play around with the speed and see if we can get that really, really smooth. Well, as you can see, so much smoother now. But I think I can do even better than that. But that's going to take a bunch of time. And I've run out of time. That's where we're going to have to leave it for this episode. So we'll have one last check on the refineries. How are the refineries doing? I'm really interested to see if they're like ahead of the game or... Okay, so we've got stone in all of them. Yeah, we've got stone in all of them. So how's storage? And the answer is we've got stone, we've got stone, we've got... Okay, this one's full. This one is... that one's full, that one's full. This one is close to being full. Oh, we've got several full, but we're nowhere close to capacity. I don't think we're even halfway full. That is going to turn into a hell of a lot of resources. Okay, yeah, well, we'll leave it there for this episode. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed the tour of the refinery. I hope you're enjoying the progress. In the next episode, we are going to be going up and down. Oh, yeah, lots to look forward to. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you've got any ideas for the base, I'll catch you for the next one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Peace out.